Hello everyone, welcome back to another review video. In this video, I'm going to be reviewing the pretty old and rare International Airlines 747 Airport playset. So I got this plane off of eBay for Christmas last year for about $25, and I actually didn't open it for a little while, but after a couple months I wanted to open it up and see what the plane looked like. So I didn't end up posting any unboxing videos or anything, but I did post on my Instagram a little while ago some pictures of it. But anyway, starting off with some information about this plane. So first of all, this is a fictional plane that is not a real airline. As far as I know of, at least in this look, the livery, it was never a real airline. And it actually is similar to the Battleship Grace in 47, not specifically the plane, more of the box. They did come in the same box in 1993 when it was made. This plane might have been made before 1993 because there are two versions of it. The stickers are pretty much the same, just the landing gear is different. And they might have been made by Realtoy before 1993, which is before they added the Realtoy logo on the landing gear. And then there's this version which does have that landing gear on it. So, I think it might have been made for a while, from before 1993 to possibly 2000 or maybe late 90s. I'm not exactly sure, but they are similar to the Battleship Grace in 47, and they both do come in the same box. Before the United 747, they made its own box for it, which I do have, and I did post a review video of that about a year ago or so. And this plane also was distributed as all versions, single plane, normal playset, and large playset. Pretty sure it was made as a single plane. I know it was a normal playset and a large playset, but I'm not too sure about single plane, but it might have been. And there actually are other versions of playsets that this was made in. If you actually look, this playset is slightly smaller than the other normal playsets. Normal playsets usually come with 10 to 12 pieces, and this one only comes with 8. And it also only comes with the cargo vehicles and baggage and stuff, so it is kind of odd. And there actually was another playset that was a large playset that only came with one plane in it and had a bunch of vehicles. And it is different than the normal large playsets, which normally come with 2 planes and the vehicles and stuff. So there's many different ways that this plane was made, but I'm not exactly sure about all of them, or I don't really know about all of them, but there probably might be more than I know of too. But it is kind of weird how this plane was made, and this place is slightly smaller, but which does make it unique, I guess. So it is really cool. So now with the review of the box, so around the whole front of the box and the sides, it is blue with a nice stripe pattern on it. On the top is the Action Pack City Team logo, which also does come on other playsets too, and cars. So not just planes, it also comes with cars. And then there's the airport playset on there, and in the corner, on the right corner, you can see that there is a date on it from when this plane was probably sold, or made, or probably sold, which is February 11th, 1999. So it was over 20 years ago. And there is a price I can make out. And I think it was it was sold for about $10. It is ripped, but I can kind of make it out that it was probably sold for about $10. And then on the bottom is the Realtoy logo, die-cast metal, plastic parts, and authentic details, the warning label, and then there's also a little picture of the box art image in the corner as well, and also on the outline from the clear plastic is orange. And then on the box, on the back, sorry, is the box art image again with the City Team logo, airport playset, and all the same stuff on the front. And one thing I did notice that this image on the back is actually different than the image on the front. If you can see, the image on the front is slightly different. Mainly on the plane, the windows and the logo is slightly different. Mostly the window pattern though, and also the vehicles are different. because then on the back, the window pattern is slightly different and the vehicles are also different. So I'm not sure why they're different or why they were made like that or designed like that. So lots of things about this plane really is kind of a mystery, and I've tried talking to other people about it and they don't know either. So I guess it just, since this plane was really old, just had lots of time to make some nice additions to the box and design it really well. So it is kind of odd, but it does make it unique and really cool. So it's pretty much all for the box. So now I'm gonna pause the video real quick and take out the plane. Here is the International 747. So as you can see, it has a really nice retro livery to it, and it actually looks very similar to the Lufthansa 747, the old livery of it. And as a matter of fact, there actually was a Lufthansa 747 made. The old livery of it, actually there was an old livery and the new livery, or newer livery, 747 made. And they actually are exactly the same. The one that was made to look like the International 747. They look exactly the same. The only difference is that it says Lufthansa where it says International Airlines. And on the tail, it has the picture of the circle with the bird on it instead of the plane. And also, the numbers on the wings are different too. But they are very similar. The colors and the window pattern is exactly the same. So that's pretty cool, and I'm not sure when that plane was made. Probably was made actually around the same time. But anyway, starting off with a review of the plane. So, up at the front, throughout the whole plane is the nice blue stripe with the very square windows. Kind of looks a little odd, but gives the plane some character. One of the old sticker patterns. But the Battleship Gray United 747 doesn't have this window pattern, but like I just said, it gives it some character, makes it look unique with the square windows and very rectangular doors. And then there is the International Airlines logo there, the writing for it. It is kind of condensed, kind of looks a little squished, the international writing, but it's very interesting, makes the plane look very interesting, and it doesn't actually have a first class on the top, like you can see in the box art image. Both of them, even though they both are different, they both do have the window pattern, or the windows up at the top, but the actual plane doesn't have any windows on it, on either side or anything. It doesn't have any windows for the first class, so kind of makes it a little weird. And the whole window pattern is different too, since these are square and the actual image is pretty much normal. And then on the back of the plane, there is no registration number or anything, but then the tail looks really similar to the Lufthansa 747, with the yellow circle with the plane on it, or in it, that logo. And then there is the INT, which I'm pretty sure stands for International, and then I'm not sure if that's a flag. Might be a flag, but I'm not exactly sure. I don't know what flag it would be. Then on the wings, there is the INT, which would probably stand for International, and then 083, which I'm not sure. That might be a registration number for it. It's pretty interesting. Some 747s actually come with a sticker on the tail. Not the tail, the wings. But yeah, I'm not sure why they do, or why they're made like that with the stickers on the wings, but it might be a registration number since there is nothing on the back. But it is not a real airline, so it would be kind of weird. But it's pretty much all for the plane. So moving on to the vehicles. So starting off with the cargo lift. First, the cargo lift. This is actually the first cargo lift in my collection, and it is all yellow and pretty much just goes up and down, same thing like the catering truck, but it is really cool and unique since these don't come in many playsets now. Usually will only come in maybe the larger playsets and stuff, but it is really cool. Or this is probably, I think, my first one to come in a more smaller playset, and it is really cool that it came in this playset since it is really small. But it is all yellow, no blue on it like on the other vehicles, or the other two, which are the tug and the cart. The one cart, which are yellow and blue, and they are really nicely detailed. They have the International Airlines logo on it, and the stickers are also nicely detailed too. They have the yellow and blue stripe and the International logo again. And another thing I did notice is that all of the vehicles, the plane and the vehicles have numbers on it. The tug has 03, and then the cart has 8668, and then the cargo lift has 15, and then the plane has the 083. So those might be some call sign or registration, but I'm not sure. I tried looking it up, but I'm not exactly sure. So comment down below if you know what those are, because I'm not exactly sure. So, but the vehicles are really cool, and I like how they all are the cargo vehicles for getting the cargo to and from the plane. So, and then also there is the bags. So what's unique about these is I actually thought these were more of a recent thing that they added to the playsets, but I guess these were also made in the 90s too. So you don't see these too often, which makes them pretty uncommon to see in playsets. But they are really cool, and I do like them. They're unique, something different than normal signs and stuff. And then there is the old airport sign and emergency not follow sign. So those are all the normal signs that came in all of the older playsets. So that pretty much is everything, and that is everything in the playset. So it's pretty small, only 8 pieces. And if you do see this plane on eBay, I definitely would consider getting it, and you would definitely have to look kind of closely at the plane to see if it actually is the Realtoy version. The other one might be the older one that was made before 1993 that doesn't have the Realtoy logo on the bottom. But if you want the one that does have the Realtoy logo on the bottom, the best way to check that I learned is looking at the wings. All of the normal Realtoy 747s and maybe 767s, it might work for those too, since those are the older ones. The best way to tell if it actually is a Realtoy is if it doesn't have any flaps on the top of the wings. The Realtoys would only have them on the bottom of the wings, so that works for every plane. So if you want to know if a plane actually is a Realtoy, pretty much just look at the wings and also kind of see if the plane is outside the box. Look underneath it and it'll say Realtoy. So I mean, this plane is fairly rare, so it can be kind of hard to find. But if you do find it, I definitely consider getting it, since it is a really cool plane. But that is pretty much all for today's video. So thank you guys for watching, and remember to like, comment, and subscribe. And I will see you guys in the next video. Bye.